everyone. Today I'll be talking about mummies and coffins for my artifact from ancient Egypt. Mummies were created by a process of preserving the body after death, also known as mummification. Mummification was an important part of Egyptian religion. It was believed that preserving the body was essential for a soul's journey after death. As the Egyptians said, life started after death. I would now like to go through the process of mummification. The first step was announcing the death. They did this by having a funeral in place for the body. Then they prepared the body for purifying. They bathed the body with a natural salt called natron. Then they had to remove the brain. They did this by using a tool called the brain hook. They fed it through the nose and pulled out the brain. Then they had to get rid of the organs, such as the lungs. They were removed by a cut on the left side of the body. The heart was not removed, as it believed to be crucial for the afterlife. The drying process was next. This was done by placing the body and organs in the sun for a few days to dry. Once the organs were dried, they were placed into canopic jars, which would help the body to breathe and eat in the afterlife. Once the body was dried, it was then stuffed with materials like linen. This was to help maintain the body shape. Wrapping the body came next. The body was carefully wrapped with layers of linen with amulets placed in between. The amulets would help fight off any bad curses. The final step was to place the mummy into the coffin and seal the coffin up. They usually filled the coffin up with valuables and the canopic jars. Then, once they sealed the coffin, they put it into a tomb. In earlier years, mummification was only available to the wealthy because of how expensive it was to perform. Later, the process was simplified, making it available to everyone. I would now like to talk about the coffins. The coffins served as protection in the afterlife and a home that they could live in. These symbols on the coffin, they're called hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics is a form of writing that the Egyptians used. They wrote their name, titles, and even lists of food. The coffin could be made out of various materials depending on your wealth. If you were rich, it would be made out of materials like metal. If you were poor, it would be made out of materials like wood. In summary, I think mummies and coffins are important relics. They tell us a lot about Egyptians, how they lived, their wealth, their religion, the tools they used, and how they died.